y'all, Claralot Angels podcast here. I'm Clara.
I'm Angeline.
I'm Lottie.
Today we are here with Lottie's build. This is a rustic garden sort of.
Oh my
gosh.
goodness.
What a way I get interrupted by the cars going
no.
by. This is going to be a running theme.
It's summer, y'all.
You know, people are
so
ready to party.
So true.
beautiful, though. Did you see that curb fence back there?
I did.
Oh, yes. This is in Oasis Springs. Is that what it's called?
Yeah.
I wanted to mimic those little gardens in the back.
Can I
Oh,
say,
my goodness.
Somewhat.
isn't it hard to remember Oasis Springs when you're thinking about
Yes.
Strangerville?
It is.
is.
I mess it up every time.
They are similar to each other because they are near to each other, y'all.
It's true.
I almost called it Oasis Falls.
Did you ever wonder?
That's a cute name. Let's petition y'all.
I know.
Did you ever wonder if a desert is a place that people used to like live in and it was a forest and then they got rid of all the forest and now it's a desert like millions of years later?
Yeah, they got rid of all their forests because they harvested.
Yeah.
That could be. Or, you know, I feel like the climate goes through changes. So, like, it'll be, you know, warmer in, like, a span of years, like 100-year span. And then it'll
Or
be,
even,
like,
yeah, I
colder.
agree. Or even like thinking on huger terms, like a 1,000,000-year span.
Yeah, exactly. It is more like that sort of span. But,
Well,
you
I mean,
know,
like,
it's
Ronan
true.
says things that are so interesting to me. Like, maybe we came from another planet and we come to this planet and then we go to that planet and then we come to this planet and then we go to that planet.
That's
wrong.
crazy. Now, here's what I was thinking, too, though. Things do happen on a smaller scale, too. Like, I'll be like, okay, every 20 years, the bugs are really crazy during this time of year, and then they're not, you know, like, for the next 20 years.
It's true.
That's
Like,
true.
ask your parents,
'Cause
ask
what
your
is that?
grandparents. They will tell you something that's so interesting to you. Like, 15 years ago today, there was a lot of mosquitoes.
And you know,
there is now, too.
when you start thinking about that, too, is when you're gardening, because you're like, oh my gosh, it's such a buggy year. Oh, it's so wet this year. Oh, it's too dry. I have to water so much. That's when you really start thinking about it, when you're really immersed in the nature.
True. It cycles, y'all.
Such a cute roof, by the way.
By
Thank
the
you.
way, my goodness.
Two textured roof.
It's
you
a
know?
two-textured roof, and also
You got the wood and you got the clay
it's
shingles.
like a layer. Yeah, like a layered roof.
Plus, I love how you have that, like, ivy sort of dripping down.
Thank you. I did want to
Do we
make
have
it
someone
very.
lawn mowing, y'all?
No, it's a drone.
We do.
It's a drone coming around.
Are you kidding me?
kidding?
No, it's a social media drone, y'all.
Oh, trying to get right
what?
in our business.
Yeah, for what
Get out of
reason?
here and go film whoever owns you.
Exactly.
So true.
My
Right
sister
there.
has one of those follow her around when she's jogging.
No.
Yeah.
When she's jogging.
Ziggy.
She's
Ziggy.
jogging.
Yeah.
How annoying.
So does my brother-in-law, Wade.
Could you
Wade and
imagine?
Ziggy are like two.
Peas in a pod.
I know.
They are.
At least mine likes to stay in their little house and, you know,
Do their
because one is
musical
music
vampire.
and their art.
Eddie's a vampire.
Yeah.
Right.
Yes.
So he can't be just jogging
He can't
around.
be.
Well,
filming it.
Wade's a mermaid, but he loves, you know, jogging around. He lives in the city. He doesn't live near any bodies of water, so I wonder if that's like a big point of contention between him and his parents.
Oh.
Can I tell you something too, though?
And it's
Like,
gossip that I've been
your
trying to figure
sister
out.
Rue, she is a gorgeous, cute little whip cracker.
She is. She knows what she wants. Sometimes she's like,
Love
oh,
her.
I don't know if I'm going to
Me
stay
too.
with Wade. And I'm like, Carl, you can't be saying that. Like, just do it if you don't want to.
You know what I mean?
You can't be playing with
Yeah.
people's
Be
emotions,
present,
girl.
Be present, girl.
She is like that, though. She'll play with your emotions.
She plans to, though. That's the problem. I tell her all the time, don't plan so much, girl. Just be where you
Right.
are. Do what you're doing.
She does plan. That's so true. Maybe that is a defense mechanism, y'all.
You know? Because she's controlling, because Marlena's always kind of like mildly outshined her.
Right, true.
Oh.
You
My little
know.
Marlena.
Little Marlena.
I love. This is like a cottage vibe, but it also gives you sort of like hippie chic.
Can
with
you
all the
tell
bright
me
colors.
something?
Yeah,
Like when-
I'm appalled in all that clutter.
Girl,
Yeah, this is a
this
clutter
house.
mansion, y'all.
That
Clutter
island.
mansion.
How did you
Exactly.
think up to do that island? Like, that is the cutest thing I've ever seen.
Oh, you mean those little herbs down there?
Yeah.
Well, you know, I wasn't sure it was going to work, but it did, and I was pleasantly surprised by that.
Lottie, you are the queen of making space.
You are.
Thank you.
Can I tell you?
Herb on the counter.
When I first
No.
saw your builds, I was like, really? You only need a half a foot to get by the bed?
Right.
I used to
I
do
know.
such huge spaces with nothing in them.
Well, I've always been trying to test things that are in small spaces.
I'm so inspired
You
by that,
know?
Lottie.
Me too.
You really do that too. You're like, oh, you only need half a grid for this. And I'm like, are you kidding me? I've been like doing like a 4x4 square just to be getting my sink in.
You know
Oh,
what I mean?
God. That makes me feel so proud of it. You know, 'cause it takes a long time.
What do you
is
have
this?
going on here?
Okay.
I can watch that all day.
trellis.
Me too.
That's like sometimes on, the internet, I'll watch like an abstract painting tutorial because it's so pleasing to my senses.
Can I tell you
That
something?
was like that.
Can I tell you something?
Girl.
Some people like to hear sounds like that, and none of us do, so we don't understand the sounds. But like the visuals,
That's true. People are born different, and I have to like remember that because sometimes I'm like, oh, that's like weird to me, but it's not weird to other people.
you know.
Like they
True.
need it. You need something to like sort of center you. I
And
think that's
also,
important.
is it not
It
our
is
differences that make the world such a fascinating place?
It is. I just wish for everyone to lead with calmness and love.
If you're going with
versus-
your heart,
right, I don't think that you can go
Exactly.
wrong.
those chairs, by the way, that plaid,
I know,
you make me
never.
want to go camping. I can't even describe why.
Right?
I know.
Those chairs are like quirky
sleeping
pair
bag.
of but also like a
Yeah.
quirky pair of pants, and you're like, oh, that person I want to be friends with.
Like, I'm
so
excited for
true.
fall, y'all. I'm sweating as can be.
I know.
Right now, in the midst of summer, and
Right.
you just made me excited for fall with those chairs.
I know,
Oh.
you really did.
And I love fall. I really do.
That is the cutest. Using a chair as, sort of like a, what do you call it?
I don't know, like a garden
A garden,
Accessory.
accessory. That works for me.
I was gonna say centerpiece, and I was like, it's not really a centerpiece.
Oh, wait till you see what she does, though. I stopped by when she was doing this build, and I
Oh,
was
tell
floored
me.
every time.
I did not stop by during this build, and I wish I
No.
did.
No, because you get to be surprised now.
Yeah, girl,
That
you get
is
to be
fun.
surprised. I put together this little gnome-ish fairy house.
Yeah,
Yeah.
with little shells right there.
There's shelves for all your plants and the potted plants.
You really know.
There's little gnomes underneath.
You know how to do things like that. Like, add those details.
It's like a knack.
It
It's important to, when you're cluttering, to have these unique spaces. They're not always like functional, like I'm going to go over there and hang out, but you can walk through the garden.
That's
This is
life, though.
for- Exactly.
That's life. You should not always be worried about things being functional, which is a trap I have fallen into many a time myself.
Right.
Like, I have been like, is it useful for me to learn this? Because am I going to make money from this? No. Like, it doesn't matter. Like, what are you here for? Like, why is
Exactly.
money your main focus? Like,
True.
sometimes I want to learn to paint, even though basically I write piano songs to make my money.
Money is the main focus because it makes people able to feel comfortable. But if you don't learn to feel comfortable in the process, then what's the point of money?
It's
so
true.
true.
You know what I mean?
It's not going to magically make you feel comfortable. It really
Right.
won't. And
So
people,
you gotta be making that money, making that bank as you are learning. Like, oh, I love to paint.
And
oh,
maybe-
I love to garden.
maybe you're not even making the money. Maybe you're trading. Maybe you're trading favors.
Right, bartering. So true.
It's not about the money. It's about feeding yourself and getting through your day.
Right, money is
true.
just really about feeling comfortable.
Yeah.
I can pay my bills. Oh, I can buy this thing that I need to have. Like, you need to figure out how to do that in life, of course.
Do not focus on it. Do not become a workaholic. Like,
No.
learn to live in the little spaces between.
Exactly. The little spaces in
important.
between is so important.
And that is quintessential of a Lottie build. The spaces in between.
it's so true.
Oh my goodness, thank you.
It really is true. Because you'll put a shelf there that I didn't think to put a shelf there. There's one of those trees
One
right
of
there,
those
y'all.
trees. One of those trees, y'all.
Did you touch that tree?
I did.
Was
I
it
touched
fun?
that tree.
And you know what?
I'm
you had a
fine.
pure
I
heart.
don't know.
Pure heart, pure soul. You
That's
were fun to
true.
touch
Let
that
Let me see your
tree.
hands.
They're fun.
They're
I
like
like
nails
them.
are gorgeous.
Yeah.
All right. I love that.
She's on point, y'all. Trust me.
Oh my goodness, I had to take up this whole shelving system I made because I forgot the bathroom's tucked right behind there.
Oh, so you had to put a door there.
I had to put a door there and I had to shift everything right,
But when, oh my gosh, those little sunglasses that you just put over there, that was the quirkiest thing I ever saw in my life.
I know there's little color pops of those
I'm like,
sunglasses.
Lottie, come over and design my home.
That's like,
That's
what do
beautiful.
What do
My
they call that
goodness.
sort of color pop? Just like art pop. Like, what do you call that?
Something like that. Is that
Right?
Yeah.
I feel like there's a name for it, and it's on the tip of my tongue, but I don't know. But I love that.
Pop art.
particular
Pop art.
person.
Oh, pop art. Art.
Oh,
Pop art.
Well,
Pop
no,
art, y'all.
I thought the same thing, girl.
And that's cute too. You got like the little garden tools right there built into the ivy.
Yes, because you want to just be able to pick them up. And there's a little pop and then a hose.
You got the
underneath
hose.
there.
I was going to say, because it is so important to be functional and have... Now, here I am talking about not being worried about functional, but functional is important as well because
Of course.
you do not want to be taking buckets to water your plants.
No, you're worried about being functional.
Well, I have a tendency. Because I have like a musical mind and I see things like in scales and stuff. I have a tendency to be more logical than I used to be.
Right.
And I want to be artistic.
Me too.
You know what I mean?
Oh my goodness.
I think you are artistic though.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, you are, girl.
I struggle sometimes because I feel like it's not worth it to do this.
Well, you know what? Don't say like, oh, I struggle sometimes. Keep struggling until it's normal.
You know what I mean?
You know
Thank
what
you.
I mean?
Thank you, girl.
A
Thank
struggle
you.
is just like, you know, you got to work out, so you keep pumping iron until
It's
you
true.
feel strong.
It's
you know?
true because, 20 days of squats, all of a sudden you're jumping to the moon.
Exactly. So just keep going. Like, the struggle is okay sometimes.
And also things can't happen overnight. Sometimes they take a little bit more time.
Exactly. You have to think about things as creative art projects. That includes your body. That includes your living space. That includes, like, what your hobby is. You just have to go through it.
Exactly. Because you think of, like, if you were in your life and you're like, okay, done, then why don't you just rainbow body and get out of here?
Right? Like, no, you're not done.
It's a process.
Exactly. And
If you think you're done, how much further can you go?
Exactly. And
That's
are
true.
you really done or are you just settling? So, like, really meditate on that.
Never
love that.
settle.
Never.
No.
Keep it moving.
I didn't settle with my first husband, y'all.
No.
And now I have the cream of the crop.
Cream of the crop.
Exactly.
You really...
What does that mean, cream of the crop?
Cream
I
of the
think it
crop.
means
I
like
don't know.
the best of the crop.
But why
So
cream?
say-
Why cream? Because cream is not a crop. Cream is a harvestable.
True, but say you've got like your skim milk and you've got like your whipped cream. What's better?
Right.
What's more decadent?
But why is it crop? Like corn cream? Like, what is it?
That's
You
true.
know,
I
like
guess it would be
cream corn?
because it's like when farms used to be not specialized, they used to be everything. You know what I mean? So it's like you had a cow that ate the extra wheat that you grew.
Is a cow considered a crop?
I mean, it probably used to be, but to me, it's family.
Right.
Yeah,
You know
that's
what I
so
mean?
true.
Oh, that's true. But I would think even, like, people that didn't consider it family would consider it something different besides a crop. Like, a crop to me is, corn or beans.
It's true,
or
but if you
peas.
think back to like the
Yeah.
first days where they
Right.
probably didn't differentiate between plants and animals.
Could you imagine? How rude.
Maybe, but at the same time, maybe we're not understanding it. Maybe plants were as tall as animals.
What do you mean? Oh, like in,
They talk to plants as well as they talk to animals.
That's true.
You never know.
Oh.
You never do know.
I mean, I like to talk to my plants.
Me too. I
And
sing
there
to
are
them.
studies that if you sing to them and you play like music
They make
for them,
music.
they make music back to you on a different frequency that people have recorded.
When you come into a room, if you're the plant caretaker, they will release the happy pheromones so that you'll come over and take care of them.
That is so cute. I never heard of that.
Oh, it's true.
Oh, that makes me so happy and also sad at the same time.
I know.
No, now you know.
I know, because I want to be aware of it. Is what makes me sad,
No, because we all affect each other. We all touch each other.
So true.
I love plants.
Now, veering off, just like this car is to my side, that color scheme you had going on there is gorgeous, and I love the dripping flowers you have going on right there.
Thank you.
Girl.
I really did want to make it very jungle-ish.
Oh, but
in the
yeah,
middle
but
of
you
the
brought in
dancer.
the cacti.
I was going to say, cacti, girl.
Cacti.
I was going to be like, you brought in the cactuses.
I think it's interchangeable.
I'm about to pass out,
You
y'all.
never do know, right?
You never do
She
know.
said cactus. I believe
Language
I said
is
cactuses.
constantly evolving, y'all.
True.
Constantly evolving.
Look at that little, just the touches of the, what is it called? Towels stacked upon the chair.
Yes, because this particular person had a bathtub in their
I
bedroom.
see that right
Oh,
now.
I love that. I would love that.
Right?
I'm taking a bath. My husband's sleeping. I pop him out of the bath, and then we just lounge
Right.
out. You know what I mean?
Exactly, that's what you're doing.
You're
Lounging.
lounging, y'all. Okay.
Okay.
Love that.
This little fountain goes from that little bird bath right into there.
And all these
So cute.
statues, like having a statue is like, I have
Deluxe
made it.
wands.
Decadent.
Did you know you can blend up moss in a blender with yogurt and then paint it on anything you want to be mossy?
I
No.
We need to
Because
do
yogurt's a
that.
bacteria that'll
Yeah, and
grow.
like put it in the shade because moss loves shade.
That is such an interesting tidbit.
You know what I
Yes.
mean? Gardener
Love
tip,
this.
y'all.
Good work here, girl.
Thank you.
Thank y'all for joining us.